This one was sent in by Ira Ray.
Are you Ira Ray? I'm on co-meds. I'm sorry.
I know, but I just had this moment of like sheer horror. Where I went, what if he doesn't do it? And I've become Pavlovian like trained to be like, but hold on, he'd say it.
Yeah. I hear it in my sleep now. I hear it when people say things that sound like Ira Ray, which is weird. Anyway, thank you, Ira.
Do you have an IRA? Who wants to know?
It's by Yahoo Answers user Wolf Runa, who asks, who would win in a fight between the dad in the Wonder Years and the dad in Happy Days, and why? They both rule a strict house, but who'd win in a fight between the two behemoths?
The best. Oh, God. Speaking of nerd rage, like, too much time has been spent figuring out who would win in a fight like Superman and the Hulk. We need to get more into like who would win in a fight, Wilson from Home Improvement or Comet the dog.
Wilson would beat Comet to death with his own hands.
So who we got? Dad from Wonder Years.
Uh-huh.
And
Jack Wonder Years.
Jack
And
Wonder
you got
Years.
Papa Cunningham.
Papa Cunningham is Tom Bosley, correct?
I
Yes.
didn't watch any TV that was on the air before Nash.
It's the boss. It's the boss, right?
Okay.
it's the boss.
Okay.
And then you got the God,
Come on,
indomitable Dan Laria as the dad from the Wonder Years, and he is a big. I mean, he
fucking. I watched that show late. I watched that show in like college, and he fucking scared me. He was scary. He's a scary man.
I haven't seen a lot of Happy Days, but I want to know what episodes this person is watching where they're like, Tom Bosley runs a strict house.
He's running a tight ship.
God, Tom Bosley is tight-fisted.
Everybody gets one. You get one more and you're out.
Do you remember the episode where Tom Bosley just beat the shit out of Fonzie for leaving the light on in the bathroom?
He's not even his son. That's a tight household, Mr. Cunningham.
Crazy.
I think Wonder Years' dad would eat him alive.
Oh yeah, are you kidding me? Dan Laria plays Vince Lombardi.
Okay, but you guys, Bosley is clearly more cunning, and so he's gonna win.
Was that the
in
whole
Battle
goof?
of Wills?
Was that the whole?
No,
was
I
that the whole thing?
actually didn't realize till about halfway through that that's where I was going with it.
But then you followed it.
But I went with it. I took
me
that
get-
rabbit hole.
Can I come at you with this? Uncle Phil versus... I can't remember Reginald Bell Johnson's character's name from Family Matters, but I can remember his
Carl
name is
Winslow.
Reginald Bell Johnson.
Carl Winslow?
Oh, God.
It's Uncle Phil, because here's the thing. It was always, I mean, not even under the surface, that Uncle Phil had a violent streak. He threw DJ Jazzy Jeff like 20 yards a day.
For all of the great work Will Smith did on that series of making African Americans non-threatening, Uncle Phil was right behind him, undoing it, moment by moment.
Just throwing DJ Jazzy Jeff.
I'm a white suburban guy. I'm trying to not be afraid of you, and Uncle Phil is throwing your people. He is launching African Americans out his front door. How
In
am I
the
supposed to
years
be
that I've
comfortable?
watched this show, it has only just now occurred to me that the neighbors of Uncle Phil and his family about once a week are looking out their window to see a scrawny black man being launched out the door. What do they think is going on in that house?
How is it? How does Uncle Phil figure out that Will is the one making them look bad in their zhuzhy neighborhood?
Right?
Like, Phil is trying to blend in Bel Air, and meanwhile he's throwing black people out his front door.
And there's an episode, if I remember correctly, where Uncle Phil sits on a rabbit and kills it.
What does that have to do with anything?
I'm just saying that's scary as shit.
Okay,
Carl
so you
Winslow
are
never
saying-
sat on a rabbit.
Despite the fact that Reginald Bell Johnson, as TV's Carl Winslow, is armed and dangerous because he's a fucking police officer, you think that Uncle Phil's sitting power is enough to...
when
never saw-
Carl Winslow is ejecting Steve Urkel from the house, he uses his words.
Yeah, and to be fair, I never saw Carl Winslow's hand where his hip be at. So
Yeah.
That would have been a great episode if like half the episode was just him spent like in therapy filling out paperwork for having to
Maybe-
discharge his weapon to kill a rabbit that was on the couch.
Maybe you didn't fucking watch Die Hard.
Yeah,
which
he
is
did
part of
really-
the Winsloverse.
It is in the Winsloverse. I can convince myself of this, by the way.
I mean, he plays that cop in like 19 movies.
Oh, that's
19?
real nice, Trav. Real nice.
What? I mean, that funny
That
buddy
cop,
who's like,
really?
he's just afraid to shoot people.
What other than Die Hard and Die Hard 2?
Oh, God, now you can put me on the spot.
Yeah, I put you on the spot because you're talking out of your ass.
No, he also did it in Family Matters.
Family Matters, the movie.
There were like 100 episodes of that. He was a cop
You
in
can
all
think of
them.
Die Hard as being a long and confusing episode of Family Matters.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think he was also that cop in Ghostbusters.
I think that was a ghost. Dead Carl Winslow.
I'm just going over his IMDb page right now, looking for any kind of character that's just listed as cop who's afraid to shoot gun. I'll get back to you.
Had someone on my paper route when I was younger. His last name was Bosley, and I convinced myself that was Tom Bosley living a life of privacy here in Huntington, West Virginia.
In Huntington, West Virginia?
Tom Bosley just couldn't handle the attention and paparazzi anymore. all of the getting out of the limo shots where his vagina was showing, he just couldn't stand the attention.
All the Father Dowling heads chasing him around, trying to get their pick with Father Dowling.
All the sex tapes and drug scandals, Tom Bosley just could not handle it anymore. Oh, Tom Bosley, you're missed.
Yeah, I do. I do miss Tom Bosley. I guess that is one advantage that Dan Lauria has over Tom Bosley, is being corporeal. I guess this is one thing that's good about Dan Lauria, is that he's alive, so that is helpful.
I mean, that's a big plus.
But
Yeah.
as angry as he is, though, counting down the days over here, that takes a toll on a man's heart, you know?
Yeah, no kidding.
Especially when a man is that big and that threatening. Okay, semifinals.
Semifinals.
Hey, we're gonna bracket this. March
now-
Madness, we're doing it.
To be fair, Dan Lauria in 2014 is starring in a movie called Icky, an American Dog Story, as Paul Puccini. So he probably wishes that that Tom Bosley had killed him.
Every day.
Every day he wishes Tom Bosley had
What could have been?
Why did you finish the job, Tom?